Hey everybody, welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. This is the third take because I had to burp and I screwed up the first one. Aha! So, welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, Jack and Later still in Lake Jackson. And we're going to do this. We're going to do, try to do a straight vegetarian stir fry thing just by cutting out the meat. And so I want to try this. It was recommended. Somebody sent me the packet to try to use, so I want to just follow the instructions on that. Follow along with us if you want to do. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff, ring the little bell so you get our notifications and all that kind of stuff for when we put these up Tuesdays and Fridays. And also check down the link for our merchandise store. It's going to be down there. We're going to have aprons and pot holders and oven mitts and spoons and spatulas and a flipper and I think that's it. But it's all down there. It's awesome stuff, and I'll even autograph it if you want me to. And let's just get into it. Alright, you're just going to need a mess of vegetables. That's all you need. We're done. Now, I got this package, stir-fry stuff. You can use it with, like, meat and vegetables, whatever. I'm just going to do some vegetables. So I got my broccoli, bell pepper, world's smallest onion, apparently. I don't know where the hell I found that. Some of the baby carrots that are already skinned and cleaned. Garlic, because it's us. I mean, it's garlic. And then I got some canned stuff. I got some bean sprouts and some water chestnuts. Just they always add the texture that I like in the vegetables and stuff when I'm doing that. You're also going to need 3 tablespoons of both water and soy sauce, according to the package. Oh, and I got some snap peas. I forgot those in there. And you're going to need a little bit of cooking oil. Whatever you're going to use, I just used regular old vegetable oil. And then a wok or something big to cook these in, like a big skillet. So first things first, always wash your veg, man. Like even if they're coming in plastic, like wash them. So got these washed, set them aside, and then the first thing we got to do is get you the soy sauce. Like I said, you get 3 of the tablespoons, put them in there, and then you mix this into it and let it sit. So go ahead and just pour it straight in there. Add your dries to the wets, but be careful. It is, like I said, it's powder, man. It'll puff all over the place. You'll choke on it. Don't ask me how I know. When I tried to smell it and see what was in it, yeah. It takes a while to kind of whisk this in with a fork, but it does, and it doesn't look appetizing, but it smells good, so it kind of works. Get you a sharp knife. Again, shout out to Andy. Thank you very much. Cut down all the hard shell stuff you're going to use. Garlics and bell peppers and onions, because those are going to take a little bit longer to cook. So go ahead and chop those up. Get them as small as possible for your garlic. But for your bell pepper, like I said, just go ahead and cut them in half. Pull out your seeds and whatever random green thing that was growing inside this one, apparently. Whatever. And pull out all those veins. And then I just gave them a long, skinny chop here, man. That way I have some long pieces of vegetable in there where it's not just vegetable bits that I'm working on. I want to leave those kind of long to match my snap peas that I'm going to leave whole when I put in there. Broccoli, just cut off these florets. Now, if you're hard up for just all kind of broccoli stuff, you can take the rest of the body of the broccoli and chop it up. But that's up to you. Now, onions, I just gave these a rough chop twice to just get the small cubes of onion, because as much as I like the long, tender vegetables, I don't like just getting a mouthful of onion. So, also your carrots, make sure they're nice and rinsed, even if they come out of the bags, because they can get nasty. Some dirt can still stay in there, even if they're skinned. And then just give them a single chop down that way. These are going to need to go in and cook with the rest of these as well. So get you a wok or something with a side. I'm using a wok because I like to have one. If not, you can use a skillet. Just don't stir it vigorously. You want to put about a quarter to half a cup of oil, depending on how much vegetables you have. If you have a lot, like I did, I went ahead and did the half cup. So go ahead and put your carrots, onions, and garlic, if you're using that. Let those start cooking for about, 2 to 3 minutes. They'll start getting fragrant. Sorry, that's going to be at like medium to medium high. Okay, give them a little stir around. Those are going to be getting cooked. This is at about 4 or 5 minutes. Doing good. Now go ahead and add your snap peas. Snap peas, like, again, if the tougher the vegetable, you want it to cook a little longer. So after 2 minutes, it'll start getting fragrant. After 4 minutes, it'll start to cook. Your onions will start to be a little see-through. That's what you're looking for. Go ahead and add your snap peas into that. Give them a nice stir. Get them nice and coated with everything, and let them cook down for a little bit. This is where I'd say put the meat on the metal, but the meat isn't there. So after another 2 minutes, so that's 6 for the original stuff, 2 for your snap peas, and then go ahead and add everything else. And just go ahead and pour that in there. Put your your sprouts. You're going to want to strain and drain your sprouts, but don't rinse them out of the can. Same thing with your water chestnuts. Just go ahead and pull those open and get all the liquid out. Put those in there. Be sure to break them up. It's easier to use your hand. The sprouts are notorious for just kind of being knotted in a big hole. So when you go to start them around, you're just cooking a giant handful of stuff. So once you get those spread out a little bit, go ahead and slowly mix in your stir fry stuff with, I forget what the hell the packaging is called, but it's not sponsored, so I'm not worried about it. So just stir it in a little bit, put it in, and then go ahead and put that and the rest of your water in there. So stir it in, pour it in, try to look fancy. If you get the rubber spatulas, that'll help you scrape that stuff out of there and put it all down in the bottom of your wok. The smell of this is just outstanding. Like the vegetables cooking and the garlic are already going to be pretty good. But once you start adding the stir fry stuff, see, there it is. Get out the old rubber spatula thingy and just scrape all that kind of stuff down. Or you can use your finger if you're brave enough to run your finger on the inside of your wok to get it off afterwards. But that's outstanding. This stuff is good. Be sure to get it all in there as much as possible. And then get it nice and stirred. Get everything coated. As it cooks down and keep stirring with the oils, it's going to spread a lot easier. But you don't want it to just sit on the bottom and start evaporating. So you don't want to super coat some vegetables and not the others like very lightly. So just try to keep it stirring. That's the problem with stir fry, is you got to keep stirring. And it's an endurance thing. So now you get that. You put your 3 tablespoons of water in there. Most of the vegetables you think would add a lot of water, especially if they've been frozen or canned. But the stir fry with the heat that you're using, medium to medium high, it's going to be relatively high, and that's all that steam coming off there. So you don't want to cook and burn too much. So be sure to keep stirring, add that water in there, and then after this cooks for about 8 to 10 minutes again, on top of that, get all that nice vegetable in there. I don't want to overcook that, all right? You can overcook vegetables and you just get soggy, limp, horrible vegetables. Man, I still want a little bit of crispness in it. So you can do them for like 6 to 8 minutes and they're still going to be crisp. If you do anything less than that, it's going to be a little mushier. Anything past 10, it's a little rough. This turned out really well. I didn't have the time to throw some rice underneath it, so that's on me. Serve this however you want. This was super cheap, even with all the vegetables we use and the canned stuff. That packet was like $1, I think. So everything can go into vegetables. So this is outstanding. It's a way to replace just a meal a week with some vegetables or something where it's not just straight all meat, all protein. Use this and it tastes outstanding. It's not like you're eating and going, oh man, I wish I had meat. You're tasting it and going, man, this is good. I should eat some more of this. So yeah, give it a try, man. And there you have it, folks. Vegetable stir fry. I don't know if we can call it vegetarian because of the soy sauce, but I still haven't looked that up. But it's vegetables. This is outstanding. If you do it differently, you want to see us do it differently, put it down in the comments. Let us know, man. Maybe we'll revisit it. Maybe we'll use your favorite vegetables instead of just mine, because this is what I got to eat. This is awesome. You can also find us on social media. Put it over there. Find us on Facebook, Pinterest, and Patreon. You can find us at all those. And Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. Shout out to all our patrons. Thank you very much. You guys are awesome. That's how we can do what we do. And also you can find us on Instagram at Living Between. We had to shorten it over there, but we put a lot of our pictures and memes and stuff over there too. So until then, I'll see you next time. I'm going to go eat some vegetables.